Hello there everyone, Ashnflash here, and welcome on in to my custom LEGO minifigure series for Star Wars Andor. And this show took myself and everyone else by surprise. Oh my goodness, genuinely one of the greatest stories told in the Star Wars universe. Incredible, really great. And to celebrate it wrapping things up for season 1, I have created a minifigure series, and I'm super happy about this. For the first time, they are all rendered, and I don't think I'll be able to keep this up in the future for other series. You'll see why as we go through, and I'll talk about it at the end. But anyways, let's go on through the different figures. So first up here, we have the man himself, Cassian Andor. And, you know, there's a couple of outfits that he could have had in the show, but I really wanted to give him the Imperial outfit that he has. So he's got just a regular blaster, but he's got a hair and hat combo there, and it was just fun drawing that outfit there with the torso and side arm printing. Next up here, we have Mon Mothma, and she has Sabine's hair but flipped, but she's got a chalice there to help, I guess, her disguise on Coruscant blend in, be fancy, and she's just got a regular dress piece there as well. Next up, speaking of disguises, we've got Luthen, and he's here using the dark brown hair. I figured because of the lack of hair, I guess, on his head, I just figured that it worked really well how he has it like pulled back. But ideally it would be a new hairpiece, I think. But he's got that, it's a knife holder, at least that's what I saw from a toy in his hand there. I think that's what that is. As well as one of the Sankara stones from Indiana Jones in the Temple of Doom, which was seen in the back of his shop. Next up, we've got Vel, and I've created a new blaster for her. Let me know if you could tell what parts are being used there. But she's using Rey's hairpiece there in dark tan, as well as she comes with two 1x2 tiles, which are Imperial credits from the heist. And again, these are just pieces that I feel like we need to be getting in sets. Next up, we have Syril with some cereal, and I had to include it. It was just one of the best things to come out of it. Star Wars cereal. They even had like a recipe of like making squares or something. Anyways, back on track here. Next up, we have Dedra Meera, and this design for the minifigure is mostly based off of the DLC for Andor for the Skywalker saga. So she's got the Padme hair there in tan, as well as I made the face a little more accurate, but the torso and hips are all inspired by the design for the game. And also, like from the DLC, her accessory is a book cover meant to represent a data pad, which I included some fun little references in Arabic, as well as a reference to the Skywalker saga with a little small version of the galaxy map there from the menu. Another design that I borrowed from the Skywalker saga is for Bix Caleen. The difference here being that I changed up the hairpiece as well as her face printing and skin color, because I think this looks a lot more accurate. The hairpiece is a brand new hairpiece combining a couple of different ones. There's not really any that would have braids. Honestly, Anna's from Frozen would work perfectly. It just doesn't exist on mecabricks, unfortunately. Her accessory is a wrench, as well as this other sort of data pad. I don't know, one of the Hasbro toys has that as her accessory, so I just made a Lego version of that. Next up here, we've got Kino Loy, and I took a bit of inspiration, of course, from the Alfred face print that we got last year from the Batman, but then I also went ahead and tried to make it sort of stubblier, I guess, not a full beard. He's got a brand new hairpiece there, as well as the tablet piece is just a 2x3 tile. This doesn't exist yet, but I just think that it works so well for this tablet. I checked every single frame that he was in for the show. Never saw the tablet except for one split second, what was on the screen. So I took that and sort of made my own interpretation of it all being the different tables in the rooms. So the green one represents the best team that day, and then the red one is the slowest team that day. Next up here, we've got Maarva Andor, and she was a lot of fun to make because LEGO has created figures for Petunia Dursley from Harry Potter, same actress, and so I took that face that they did, aged it up, and used the same hairpiece there. Her accessory is a wand piece for like a walking stick. Again, little fun tie into Harry Potter, and the outfit, I decided to give her the jacket there on top just to add a bit of color to her outfit. And of course, we also have to include B2 because, my goodness, adorable little droid, heartbreaking droid. And, you know, they've done brick-built characters before as a slot in a minifigure series, so I figured, why not do that? Created a ton of new pieces here. I really think that would have to be how LEGO would do it. I'm not sure how else they could. Underneath, though, he's got a spot to attach the roller coaster wheels there. But yeah, there's a ton of parts there to create new pieces there. Again, let me know if you could spot what's being used for where. Next up here, we've got two tubes. And I didn't realize until looking this up, but there's actually two tubes. And so this is specifically benthic. So yeah, really fun to create that headpiece. And then he's got just a regular classic rifle piece there as his accessory in dark brown. And the idea behind the head is that it would sit on top of a regular minifigure head. And very lastly in the series, we have Saw Gerrera. I really do not know how we don't have a figure of Saw after everything that he's been in at this point. But I loved his outfit. The dark green in it was really cool. And I found like this really high quality picture of it. So I was like, oh, I gotta draw this. So it was a lot of fun. Went all out with this figure. Sidearm printing, leg printing. And I've given him a small little blaster that's seen on the side of his hip there, that he's got holstered at the side of his hip, as well as I gave him a thermal detonator as well, which is a little reference to his first appearance in the Clone Wars. Well, there you have it, everyone. That is my custom minifigure series for Star Wars Andor. And here is a group shot of all of the minifigures together here that you saw before blacked out. And then also here is the checklist. And I gotta say, while I love the series so much and I cannot wait for season 2, drawing and creating these were very different than normal. I've talked about this before, like why I don't do renders is because I don't have the skills to create new parts, and mecabricks doesn't have that option to import new parts, so you're limited to what they have there. It's just so different compared to drawing minifigures, and I could just, you know, imagine a piece and draw it in my mind instead of having to think of what parts can I combine, and just limited to the amount of hair pieces they have and the pieces for accessories and things like that. So it's so different doing that. I don't know if I'll ever do it again. We'll have to wait and see, but you know, it was a fun experience, honestly. I've never done it before, and it was really fun. I've just been doing more renders recently, and I want to do it for the advent calendar this year as well, which I'm excited to share with you guys starting on December the 1st. But I'd love to hear your thoughts on this series. I think that this would be the only way to get some of these characters. They don't really fit into any sets at the moment. Maybe season 2 will change that. But who's your favorite? Who would you love to see LEGO make into a minifigure? As well as I'll link a live stream where I built the one Andor set along with just reviewing the first season with my friends. I'll link that here at the end as well. I hope you guys did enjoy the video. Hope you all have a great day. We'll see you all in the next one.